Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk a little bit about this beautiful destination that is Los Cabos, and I hope you really enjoyed the video that you just saw because it's really a unique destination. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the updates in Los Cabos. So Juani, if you can please put the PowerPoint presentation so I can talk about the health and safety protocols for our travelers. So to start with, Los Cabos reopened its doors to travelers on June 15th with 30% of the destination capacity. The hotels have to go through a very thorough inspection that really confirms that they comply with all the protocols before opening to clients. And we have created health and safety guidelines for everyone and developed a layered approach, like really to support to all our traveler partners to reinforce the hygiene, the cleaning, physical distancing, and the use of personal protective equipment. We have implemented standardized protocols at the airport as well and at the port, and partnered with, of course, all the providers to obtain a clean point, which is Punto Limpio, that is a national certification. We are also very proud to have the World Travel and Tourism Council, the WTTC, stamp of approval for Los Cabos. But if you guys have any more doubts or questions, please feel free to visit our webpage, which is www.visitloscabos.travel, and then you will find everything that you need about our protocols. And why? Why should you visit Los Cabos when you are ready to travel? Well, because we have always been a destination that offers high quality services and exclusive and very personalized experiences. And I'm very happy to say that we're going to talk about that today. And we have a sense of space much needed right now. Of course, another huge, benefit right now is that most of our hotels are medium-sized hotels with an average of maybe 220 rooms. Of course, we have an awesome outdoor activities, both in the Sea of Cortez, the desert, and the mountains. And I'm very proud to tell you guys that we have a very unique and new wellness product. Of course, you guys can be in constant contact with the nature. And for those of you that didn't know, we have 22 blue flag certified beaches across the destination. So as I said before, my name is Fernanda. And just for you guys, if you guys have never been here in Los Cabos, this is how the area looks like. So right now we are located in Cabo San Lucas, but when you guys arrive, you will be arriving at the airport, which is only 15 minutes away from San Jose del Cabo. And in between San Jose del Cabo and Cabo San Lucas is a tourist corridor. And then we have what I call the new kids on the block, the East Cape and the Pacific Ocean. And in between, we have a national park, which is my favorite ever spot in the world, which is Cabo Pulmo. And well, now I'm very happy to be here with two great people, my chef Edgar and Noel, and we're going to talk about a wonderful experience that you don't have to miss whenever you come to Los Cabos. Chef Edgar, thank you. Noel, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Fernanda. We're very excited about this webinar because we want to share with all the people exactly what happened behind the scenes of our organic farm. Noel, she's the partner of Ross Bale. He's a producer of different things, and actually, he's like I will say, like an inventor, right?
Kind of like an Einstein of the farms, yeah.
Exactly. So see, he is a farmer, but so excited and so into it. All this.
So passionate, right?
Of course. You know, he's an artist, you know, and I understand perfectly because I received from him the same passion that I put in all my dishes, the same passion that he, you know, used for all the farming that he made. You know, do you remember these blackberries that we tasted? You know, you can saw it on the video.
Okay, guys, let me just stop you for a second. I am a big fan of blackberries, and I've never tasted one as delicious. And they're like huge. It's incredible. It's really, really crazy how fantastic they taste.
Exactly. And this is exactly what happened with organic products, right?
True.
The flavors and the essence of each product, it's way, way different that we're normally used to obtain in any supermarket, in any regular supermarket, right? The smell, flavor, the size,
pure
everything
essence.
is incredible.
And that's what makes us unique, guys. We're talking about why Los Cabos is different from any other destination. And I think that our cuisine and our gastronomy, of course, it's what makes us different. And one of the things of our gastronomy is thanks to a chef like you, Edgar, thanks to Noel, and thanks to these wonderful organic farms.
Exactly. Everything it's sharing here, you know. They share with us all these amazing products, and then we can cook it and offer to the people. What we are doing right now in the gastronomy in Mexico, but specifically here in Los Cabos, in La Baja, it's respect the ingredients. So when we use and we find these incredible blackberries, what we want to do, it's just enhance and not to hide between something, right? So just please, in a not specifically in technical way, could you say to us just what makes the difference between an organic product, just like what you have in your farm, against any other product that you can have?
So farming is changing, and most of the food that we're consuming nowadays is coming from food facilities. They're not really farms. They're food facilities that are very monitored, and you can taste it. You can taste that there's nothing there. It's a very generic taste. So our farm is really authentic and purely devoted to organic, and the word organic and the certification of organic. And that hard work shows in each taste. So the blackberries, for example, or avocados or mangoes, they really sing, they have a different rhythm to them, and people feel that, and that's why they want to come to the farm and just have an experience of being on the farm. Reason for that is because we work really hard on the back end, like most people do in your restaurant, in your back end. We work really hard at creating ultimate high quality compost. The composting is a key ingredient to organic farming, and our compost is really an art piece. It's layered, and
we're showing that on the screens.
We are adding different minerals, as well as upcycling most of our crops that are not able to be shipped or sold locally. We turn that into compost, and every time I see someone, they say, "Can I get a bag of your compost?" They really love the compost. So
really?
It's wow. pretty high-powered, high-voltage compost, and that really makes our products unique. And we work really hard. Our workers are really well taken care of. We have very clean practices, our sanitation practices, and everything that makes an organic farm an organic farm.
Exactly. And I have to tell you something else. They develop his own, and they have, well, a small factory of their own pesticides made with neem, this fruit. Well, actually, it's not a fruit, but well.
Yeah, it's maybe the seed of the neem that you're talking about. Neem. Yeah. We have neem trees breaking some of our farms for the wind, and then we try to use everything that we make. So we have a catch for the seeds, and then we produce an oil, and we also produce a tincture from the leaves. So those two things are also things that we bring back to the soil, we bring back to the plants. We treat the plants as organically as we can and use what we have on our farm to treat them.
I have a question for you, Noel. Can you tell our travel agents or anyone that's watching us right now, how long have you guys had the farm?
Our farm has been here for 36 years. Ross, the owner of the farm and the man with the vision to bring the farm here, came down here as a child and was a surfer and loved the area and traveled with his father down here and loved the fishing. And he thought, he went to University of Santa Barbara and studied agronomy, and he thought, where can I live that is beautiful, spacious, and I can surf and farm? And this was the place. So he landed in Pescadero 36 years ago, and with the vision of creating the first organic certified farm in Pescadero. So it's
I love
exciting.
that. I love that people come to Los Cabos and they just fall in love with it, and they stay here and grow a fantastic farm like this.
No, and also Ross, it's the guy with the big beard that you can see on the video. You know, it's so passionate about this that he's always trying to breed something different. As you can see on the video, I have on my hands a cacao plant.
I know,
So,
and we tasted it.
You know, and he gave it to me, so I'm probably I'm so excited to open it and taste the pulp, because now we're gonna do our own Baja chocolate.
That's right.
So that's something very different. He's growing coffee, coffee.
Right. Heirloom coffee that was originally here from 200 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you will experience here in Cabo, in most of the restaurants. For example, in my restaurant, we will start developing this cuisine based on essential things. And we're gonna go right now to this second part of the interview, where we're gonna talk about this specific essence. You're already actually seeing all the facilities that they have after the production of the farming, and then what happened next.
Right.
I have a question before we go there, Chef.
Of course.
I would like you to tell us a little bit about your restaurant.
Well, Don Sanchez Restaurant, it's a restaurant created like 12 years ago.
But tell us where it's based in San Jose.
In San Jose del Cabo, exactly located in downtown San
Yes,
Jose.
that's what I like.
Everything is happening, and right now our downtown is beautiful. It was renewed, but with the same standards as a very nice looking of Mexico. The people enjoy it very much. It's a very large restaurant. We have 3 different stories. We have a terrace. We call it Terrace Guadalupe, with a huge frame of Guadalupe Virgin, and our wine cellar, which is an exclusive place. It's one of the few wine cellars with inside tables to have diner, and a main courtyard for over 200 people, where you can actually taste all the flavors. It's like a backyard of a San Jose style house, right?
So for those of you guys that haven't been to Los Cabos as a destination, San Jose is really a very charming town with a very Mexican flavor. And I love to go and just walk and maybe have a sip of tequila and then go dine with our favorite chef, Edgar. And I like that he's super passionate, like me, I guess, and like Noel. And he likes to innovate. And he likes to, to always bring something different for our visitors and our even locals. So I think that's fantastic. I mean, the partnership between you guys, it's actually fantastic.
Yes, Noel, and yes, I think that is the moment right now to go further with the essential oils, because that's something so amazing. I'm right now doing all my new menu that we're going to start in hopefully one more week with this introduction of all the essential oils. But it's not just like the kind of things that you can find in any drugstore. This is the real thing. And you can saw it at the video, because you will see all the natural process that they made to get this process. Of course, that's part of Noel's participation, and my part of the deal, it's just to do it and introduce it in my dishes and my way of cooking. So please let us know a little bit about what happened in there.
Absolutely. Well, we started the essential oil program because we were, taking our basil, for example, upcycling it, and when we would put too much basil in the compost, it was too oily. So it would kind of be too much oil for the compost. So we thought, wow, that's not good for the compost. So then we invested in the still. Ross had the idea, well, let's try to make a still upcycle, our second product, and see how we can make something useful to go back to the farm. So that's our intention, and our intention is to keep it really pure. The reason our essential oils, I think, here in the Baja are extra strong and powerful and vital is because we're growing them right here on our farm, and we're growing them in a denser way. Most essential oils maybe are grown on smaller batches, but since we're exporting 20,000 pounds of basil, we have 20,000 pounds of basil seconds to work with when we...
Let me tell you guys something. I'm really a fanatic of basil, like seriously. And I stopped to smell the basil last week. It's crazy. It really is. It's something else.
Yeah, it's another level.
It's another level of wow.
And I have to tell you, for instance, the basil essence, this oil of basil, it's so amazing. It's when I use it for cooking, for example, for a sauce.
Right.
Sometimes
for pesto.
For pesto, but in this case, what I did is I made with the tomatoes that I get from your farm, this incredible Italian San Marzano tomatoes. It's the real thing. I have the opportunity to be in Italy, and when I made the sauce, it was like, wow, I'm traveling, into the past and going directly to Italy, and I got this amazing flavor when I just put 2 drops or almost a liter of sauce, of tomato sauce. It was so clean and so intense, but not in the bad way. Sometimes when you use essence to try to reply the flavors, it is like a bitters thing. You can find something that lets you know that is not, or something that already have like a big process behind. And in this case, it was just like if I were using the natural plant, the original plant. That was amazed me more.
Wonderful.
And that's what I make me very excited about working with all the different oils, to enhance the flavors and put some different touches on the kitchen and my flow.
And
you can add a drop of mint to your water, and it's fantastic. Just a single drop of
oregano for wellness, or rosemary for mental clarity, just adding those into your diet now, also with the times for immune support, is quite smart.
And the way you get it, that's very important. Now we're seeing it right now.
Yeah,
this is the natural process. And you get both things. You can see there, the small glass, it's for the essence, for the oil.
Right.
And the other big jar is the water, right?
Our hydrosol,
Hydrosol, that's, I forgot.
And now we're making mask sprays with the hydrosol and upcycling some of our other oils to, just refresh your mask. I can show you.
Maybe you guys, or you, Noel, can you show us
for sure
everything that can come out of a beautiful farm like yours?
This is, a beautiful example of how to freshen your mask. So you can just spray a few spritzes.
So nowadays, you have to wear a mask everywhere here in Los Cabos. That's one of the protocols that we need to do. So what better way than to be smelling
the harvest. It smells like fields of harvest.
Oh my goodness.
It's so beautiful.
Wow, amazing. Well, and that mask is amazing also.
That mask, guys, was bought, as Noel just told me, in Todos Santos. Todos Santos is if you guys come to Los Cabos, please, please, please go to Todos Santos. So you guys are gonna go from Los Cabos on the way to La Paz, you have to stop in the farm, and then it's just a 10-minute drive to Todos Santos, and then you guys can buy that mask.
We also offer farm tours at the farm next.
Wow.
Yeah, we're very excited to start offering tours in November, and we'll be showing you the fields and how things come from the field, go to our still, and also to the end product. And you go home with, our guests go home with a bag of essential oils and chocolate. So we didn't really talk about our chocolate, but our chocolate is made with some of the essential oils. This one, for example, is made with damiana, which is a cherished herb here of the Baja.
But you have to tell them what's the property of damiana. We haven't talked about that.
So yeah, so damiana is it's a really beautiful kind of antidepressant herb. It's a joy, elevation, kind of aphrodisiac herb here in the Baja. And it's known as legend to bring babies to the family. So here we hear this myth, and when a woman wants to be pregnant, we encourage her to drink damiana tea, or we make a beautiful damiana oil, which is very potent, and we wild craft this herb. This is a wild crafted herb, and it takes 3,000 pounds of damiana to make 1 liter of oil. So our chocolates have those same qualities that the herbs offer. Our rosemary and lemon chocolate is really a favorite by a lot of chefs. And our desert lavender, which is also another herb here in the Baja. Do you know about desert lavender?
Yes.
I do, and actually, finally, guys, we can eat chocolate and not feel guilty.
Right. Our
Yes.
chocolates are very low calorie. We don't use any sugars. They're sweetened with honey, and they're stone ground. So it gives you like that real Mayan kind of taste, and it's a more gritty chocolate. It doesn't taste like European chocolate. It tastes like traditional Southern Mexican chocolate.
And actually, you will find these specific essences and everything in Don Sanchez when we reopen our restaurant. Because as I told you, we're going to develop all this kitchen surrounding of these essences, and of course, all these special groceries. So in case you want to have a special evening or a nice lunch at the orchard, actually, we can serve you this food with using all the products that we have of the orchard, and using, of course, these essential oils in the way that we do right now in our kitchen, but placed inside of the farm.
Yeah, and to lead our master class on cooking with the essential oils, Edgar is going to really be shining and beaming some great new recipes that are really exciting.
Exactly. You just need to taste. We have this special drink that my mixologist made. It calls tejolote, and it actually has some kind of, it's like a margarita, but with avocado and cilantro.
Wow.
And I use the essence that you give it to me, not the lavender.
Damiana? No? Thyme? Marjoram?
The thyme.
Thyme.
Just a drop of that makes a huge difference on the cool,
Right.
the cocktail. So that's the kind of experience that you can come and have
Healthy.
and taste different things. Exactly.
Yeah, educational.
Exactly, educational. So please join us and come down to Cabo and Pescadero.
Of course, these kind of experiences, guys, it's what really makes you really want to travel, right? And emerge on the culture and talk to people and really live what's happening here. And I really think that visiting Chef Edgar and visiting this farm makes you, I don't know, emerge into what Baja California Sur has to offer, which is ridiculous. It's wonderful. I don't know if you guys knew, but 42% of our state is considered as protected areas, and we are a destination that really cares about sustainability. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a marketing slogan. We do really care. And for example, when you guys arrive to the airport and then drive to your hotel, you won't find any billboards, any. So you guys will see just the amazing and fantastic views of the Sea of Cortez.
Exactly.
And then we do care about the environment by having all these crazy, fantastic, amazing farms and wonderful, fantastic restaurants like yours that I think that we have brought all the flavors from Mexico and have gathered a unique cuisine. Don't you agree with me, Chef?
Yes, I'm agree with you completely, Fernanda. And I just want to let you know, because some people ask about Battell. What is Battell? Battell, it's the most important association of chefs in Mexico and Latin America. And what we are trying to do with these webinars and these experiences, it's to show what we do and how we get all these products, to develop our cooking.
Right.
So that's like the piece of passion that we can share to everyone as a chef. Show all our suppliers and all the people that are as passionate as we are, that we are involved together to make a better experience for everyone when you are here. Well, in this case, specifically in Baja California Sur.
I think that what makes us different, I know the travel industry in general, is passion. Yes. I think that's what makes us,
passion.
The three of us, we have that.
Yeah.
And our travel agents, and I think that's what unite us. And I think that's what is going to bring back our travelers back. This passion that we have for traveling and for discovering a new destination, and Baja California Sur and Los Cabos has it.
Definitely. I'm agree with that. And
okay.
No, and this is it's like the final result of when you have enough passion, you cannot just okay, I breed this plant and just then I cut it and sell it. When you're passionate what you're doing, you need to keep it going and going and going with the things.
And making alchemy with it's an old way. I mean, our grandparents did that. They made wine and they preserved and they did their best to save for their rainy days. And that's what we're doing now in these times, whereas we're really trying to find unique ways to empower our health and to empower our consciousness, and also have fun, have an adventure with life, not just buy things. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so this was fantastic. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for having this experience with me and for inviting everyone to come to Los Cabos. And I guess I'll see you next Thursday, Chef.
Yes.
And I guess I'll see you again next Thursday. Thank you, Juani, and thank you, Los Cabos tourism board and everyone.
And of course, to JS Audio and Video, our sponsors of this amazing scenario that we can share here and be with you guys there.
Thank you, Noel, as well.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
See you soon, guys.
Come and visit.